I am at a very unique garden today in Portland with Diane, the homeowner. And Diane, this is just a lovely garden. For such a small space, it is just chock full with plants.
Thank you. I'm enjoying it very much.
I bet you do. And you know, I know that you said that when you moved in, it was kind of like a blank slate. There really wasn't anything there but grass.
More like boring. To look out upon it. You didn't see anything but grass. And I thought, I want to attract birds. And so I knew I was going to put up the bird feeder, and we did that first. And nothing much happened. And so I began to think about native plants. And I knew that if I could create a landscape with native plants, that would attract the birds. So that was the next step.
I think you've really accomplished it, because I think they're mad at us because they can't come and feed.
Yeah, oh yes, we're keeping them from their food.
And then you wanted like a little place to sit, and then you also
Yes.
wanted a lawn area, so I think you've really accomplished that.
Yes, we spend a lot of time. We can entertain on a small scale anyway, and the kids can romp over here or run through the sprinkler. We put in a little patio in back of you there so that they could get a little bit closer to the plants if they wanted to, and it's working out really well. It's like a sanctuary, a place to come away from this crazy world and just relax.
And that's so nice that you're imparting that on them too, and that your whole family can use it. And there were a few other things you wanted to accomplish, and what were those?
I wanted to spend less time working in my backyard and more time enjoying it. So I knew that I wanted low maintenance, and I knew that I also wanted to save water, conserve water, and the way to do that would be to put in a rain garden. That was the part I needed help with, an expert that would know the dimensions and how to accomplish it.
So you found Amy,
Yes.
and we are going to go over and talk to her and really get the details about how she accomplished that and made this beautiful garden.
Great.
Let's go over there. Well, now I'm talking to Amy Whitworth. She is the designer of this lovely garden, and it really has come along in only 2 years in the ground.
It's come along really beautifully. I'm very proud of it.
But I bet there were some challenges because this space is really small, maybe under 20 by 20?
It is a very tiny space, and it was all lawn before, except for maybe 1/3 of it was patio. So I knew that Diane really wanted to welcome the birds, and she wanted to be backyard habitat certified. And so we added some elements along the perimeter because we really needed to stay away from the bird feeder. We don't want
Sure.
too many plants high up around the bird feeder so
Right.
cats can come along. And also leave a little lawn space for the kids and to play, and keep it low maintenance and low water use and all of that.
Yeah, and I know that she has this rain garden right here, and then in the summertime there's a soaker hose, which really is so wonderful for water use and just making sure the plants are happy when we get dry.
Yeah, the soaker hose was meant for the first 2 to 3 years to get the plants established, and after that they really shouldn't need supplemental water.
Nice.
But it's in place in case we get a really hot and dry spell and the plants are just starting to wilt, and it's all ready to go.
And I love your tip about how you have the little rocks right where the soaker hose connection is, because you could lose it because it's just amongst the plants. So that's a really great tip for us homeowners.
Yeah, as you continue to mulch, which is something that you should always do with your garden, some of those little things like the end of the soaker hose can easily get lost. So when you make a little feature of it, it makes that whole connection a lot easier.
Yeah, and I love this flagstone walkway with the gravel in between. It's a lovely feature there right against the foundation where usually foundation plants are.
And that's what used to be here. There were some pieris along the side here, and they never really looked that happy. It's a very dry place. It doesn't get any of natural rainfall. So it just made a lot of sense to me to make a path, a pretty stone path there that would get them around the side of the house where they also needed to store their ladders and things like that.
Yeah, and I love too on the lawn, it's small, but it's nice. I think especially if there's little kids around, they need some place to run around, but there's lawn daisies in it.
There are, and we planted those in. Those are, got a couple of little packets of seeds and spread them around when we renovated the lawn. And there's really no water that, this lawn doesn't get watered except for when the kids are playing under the sprinklers.
That's great. Well, you know, there's so many tips that we can all do for our lawns and for our gardens to make them water-wise. And even if you have a small garden, a large garden, you know, you can always hire a designer that really helps. I mean, they really know what they're doing and they can make it even more beautiful. And if you need any more tips about conserving water, go to conserveh2o.org. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Judy.